Hi guys, welcome back to Darkigo Stories horror storytelling video where we upload horror stories, bedtime studies and daily basis, and if you are interested about more videos like this then you have to subscribe to the channel and like for more recommendation like this. Turn on different playlists to get similar stories one after another without. Turn on subtitle to read. Lily loved her new house. It was big and old, with creaky stairs and tall windows. But best of all, it had an attic. A dusty, shadowy attic filled with forgotten things. Lily loved exploring. One sunny afternoon, Lily climbed the rickety ladder to the attic. Sunlight streamed through a small, round window, making dust motes dance in the air. Old trunks sat huddled in corners, and a funny-looking rocking horse with one missing eye leaned against a wall. Lily giggled. This place was perfect for adventures. As she wandered, she noticed a small, wooden door tucked under the sloping roof. It was painted a faded blue, and a tiny brass knob gleamed in the dim light. Lily had never seen this door before. Curiosity bubbled inside her. She reached out and turned the knob. It clicked, and the door swung open with a soft groan. Inside, it was even darker and dustier. A single cobweb stretched across the room, sparkling like a silver thread. Lily stepped inside, her heart thumping a little faster. She saw a small, old music box on a shelf, and a doll with porcelain skin and glassy eyes sitting on a tiny chair. Lily felt a strange chill, even though the attic was warm. Suddenly, she heard a whisper. It was soft, like a breath of air, but it seemed to come from right beside her ear. "Hello," the whisper said. Lily jumped, her eyes wide. She spun around, but there was no one there. Just the dusty room and the silent doll. "Hello," she whispered back, her voice trembling. The whisper came again, closer this time. "Play with me." Lily's breath caught in her throat. She didn't like this. It wasn't a fun game anymore. She started to back towards the blue door, her eyes fixed on the doll. Its glassy eyes seemed to follow her. "Don't go," the whisper pleaded, now a little louder. Lily turned and ran, her feet pounding on the dusty floor. She burst through the blue door and slammed it shut, her heart racing like a hummingbird's wings. She scrambled down the ladder, her knees shaking. She didn't tell her parents about the whisper. She didn't want them to think she was silly. But every night, as she lay in bed, she could hear a faint, soft sound coming from the attic. It was like a sigh, or a tiny sob. One night, the sound was louder than usual. It was a clear, sad whisper, lonely. Lily couldn't sleep. She tossed and turned, the word echoing in her mind. Lonely. She felt a pang of pity for whatever was up there. Maybe it was just sad and wanted a friend. The next day, Lily decided to be brave. She climbed back up to the attic, her hands trembling. She opened the blue door slowly. "The girl who lived here before," the whisper said. "She promised to play with me, but she left." Lily looked at the doll. It was old and worn, but it still had a kind face. "What's your name?" she asked. "Rose," the whisper said. "Rose," Lily repeated. "I'm Lily." "Lily," Rose whispered, sounding happy. Lily picked up the music box. It was dusty, but she carefully wiped it clean. She wound the little key, and a tinkling melody filled the room. The doll, Rose, seemed to smile. Lily started to visit Rose every day. She played with the doll, read stories to her, and even brought her some of her own toys. The whisper, Rose, became her friend. The attic wasn't scary anymore. It was just a place where she could play with her friend. But one evening, as Lily was playing with Rose, she noticed something strange. The doll's eyes seemed to be moving. They weren't glassy anymore. They were looking at her, following her every move. Lily felt a shiver run down her spine. "Rose?" she asked. The whisper came, but it was different. It was stronger, colder. "You're my friend now," it said. "You'll never leave me, will you?" Lily's heart pounded. She saw the doll's hand twitch, reaching out towards her. "No," she whispered, her voice trembling. The whisper grew louder, more demanding. "You promised." Lily stood up, her eyes wide with fear. She didn't know what to do. She had wanted to help Rose, but now she was scared. She turned and ran, just like before, but this time, the doll's glassy eyes, now looking alive and angry, followed her as she ran. She heard the music box playing a distorted, off-key version of its melody. As she slammed the blue door, she heard a final, chilling whisper, "You'll be back." Lily never went back to the attic. She told her parents about the whisper, but they didn't believe her. They said it was just her imagination. But Lily knew it was real. She could still hear the faint, sad melody of the music box and the cold, demanding whisper of Rose echoing in her dreams. And she knew, deep down, that Rose was waiting for her, still lonely, still wanting a friend. It was the story. Hope you liked. If you have turned on True Horror Story playlist, then the next story is right on the way.